Hello and welcome to my weekly What Sold video. This is for the week of September 10th through September 16th, 2020. Welcome, my name is Trisha and I am an online reseller under the name Sandy and Otto. I sell on eBay, Poshmark, Etsy, and Thredup. I also do YouTube live sales for vintage wares on Wednesdays at 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific on my YouTube channel here. And I'm going to be going over the 15 sales I had on eBay, Poshmark, and Thredup. No Etsy sales this week. And I'll also go over real quickly my live sale numbers also. So up first is eBay. I'm going to start there. And I will mention with eBay that I wasn't sure the past couple weeks after switching over to managed payments how it was going to show me that I had items that were sold through promoted listings. Now I do have 2% promoted listings on all of my listings, and the buyer pays shipping on all of my eBay listings also. But I did finally see, I guess for the past 2 weeks, I haven't had any eBay sales that sold through promoted listings, which is why I wasn't seeing the notation and wasn't sure if it was going to change after having switched over to managed payments, but it didn't. And I did see that this week I did have one of my 5 eBay sales were sold through promoted listings. So up first is this shoulder handbag tote. It was a large sized bag. Kind of a vinyl-y feel to this one. It was different, but it was a really good size. And it had this really cute cat with sunglasses on. I took an offer of $11.99 on this item. And I do include on my listings measurements, and also especially on handbags if there are any pockets either inside or outside. I do try to remember to list all of those also. This is an art print. It's an original art print. I'll click on this one so you can see it a little closer. It's done, I believe, mostly with paper, and it is signed down at the bottom, and it looks like the artist's name is Hiawatha D, and this was done in 1999. And it's just a really nice art print, and I love picking up art. I enjoy it around my house, but I also hate to see prints like these that somebody took time and effort to create. I don't want to see them end up in the landfill. And so I am always going through art, looking for originals, looking for pieces of interest, also looking for things that are stitched, needlepoint, cross stitch, those types of things, because people really do appreciate them. And it's just as easy to list these kinds of things in your store as anything else, and you don't really have to have a big knowledge of art or anything. Just pick what you like, because there's a really good chance someone else is also going to like that too. This did sell for $22.99. And again, the buyer paid shipping on this one. These were from kind of my collection. We used to have, in the town that I live in, we used to have a Warner Brothers store. And so I picked these up probably in 99 or 2000, right around that time from the store. I had also picked up a pair like this with Scooby-Doo, which has already sold, but I didn't need them anymore. I wasn't going to use them. I'm going to pass them on to the next Batman Beyond fan. And these did sell for an offer of $20. And here is a pair of men's swim trunks. They are Tony Hawk brand. They had a couple of marks on them. I don't know if you can see a little bit of a faint mark there. And then here, there was a little mark in the black. And so I didn't list them for very high. I got an offer for $7.50, and I figured I'm gonna go ahead and accept it because they do have the couple of marks, and these aren't like a really high value. But I also do include up here in the condition, when items do have some conditions, I do include it here, and then down in the listing, I do also restate it here. So depending on where somebody's looking, I want to make sure that people see, if they're looking at the item, that it does have a couple of marks. And again, I'm including measurements in there because I know, again, like if you're looking on the phone app, this section, this conditions section, pops up pretty high up when you're looking through the listing. And I just want to make sure, as somebody's going through, that they are aware that there is a slight condition issue. And then this item, this was a beautiful dish. I don't really think it had ever been used because there just aren't any marks at all in that beautiful gold work on the inside of the glass, and it is has a gold trim all the way around it, but the floral design is just lovely on this. I'm not sure who made it, but it's most likely from the 50s or 60s era. And this one, I did end up packaging this with a little extra bubble wrap because this is going up to Alaska. And I want to make sure that it makes it there in one piece. And so I really did package the box like really, really tight and really full of bubble and other protectants in there to make sure that it makes it there okay and in one piece. And so those are my eBay sales. And this last item, I do want to say, I finally did see on my screens that this one was sold through a promoted listing. So I did just want to mention that. And it did sell for the sale price of $11.19. And I do have everything on a 2% promoted listing, but I also do run sales periodically, usually around either weekends or the 15th of the month or at the end slash beginning of the month. A lot of times I will run sales. They kind of vary between usually like 15 up to like maybe even 25. I've done a couple, I think, at 25%. Just kind of depending on and on how I feel, because I do have best offer on all of my eBay listings also. So now on to Poshmark. I did only have 4 sales on Poshmark. Had lots of looks, lots of likes, lots of everything. Just didn't have many people buying. Um, but this dish sold. Now, this is the kind of item that I list in the hopes that this will encourage someone to bundle with another item because it is a really low priced item. But that did not happen with this. And that's okay too. But this is a very, very small porcelain dish, most likely like a salt cellar, or could be used, or just a little trinket like maybe a ring dish or something. Um, but as you can see from the measurements, it was only 1 3/4 inches by 1 3/4 inches, and very, very small, but in lovely condition. You can see what fantastic detailing was put into this, even though this item is so small. And it did have a little marking on the bottom here that said it was Norcrest. And yeah, I do put pretty much all of my housewares that I have listed on eBay. I do cross post onto Poshmark because they have really expanded their homewares, home decor um, I section within Poshmark, and so I do list a lot in there. And the next item is this really pretty scarf. This was from Target, um, but I really liked the two kind of totally different designs that they put on this, and how lovely it blended together. And so, you know, when you're out thrifting and you see something really pretty, and even though it's Target, it's still fairly unique. And you know, you think someone else is going to like this and appreciate this and give it a second chance in life. And so this one did sell for $15, and this sold as a best offer. This was a really cute pair of pants. I wish I had had time to retake the picture on this, because this is not a good picture and not a good representation of how cute these pants really are. They are very, very silky. They're a cropped style with this really cute lace on the bottom. They would look fantastic with like wedge shoes or like boots. They would look really fantastic with that, and I don't think this picture represented it well at all. Luckily, the gal saw it, and that's exactly what she was thinking, that they were cropped, that they would be very versatile, that you could kind of dress these down or dress them up, which is exactly what I was thinking when I saw these and how cute they are. And so on these, they sold for $17. And they're just a really fun, you know, a very unique pair of pants that you're just not going to see, you know, as you know, are able to go out. You're not going to see these a lot. And so you're going to have a very unique style about you. And then the last Poshmark sale were these three really fun kind of retro mod, maybe even boho style candle holders. They could also be used as vases. They are marked product of EEC on the bottom. And the brown one on the back side here just had a little bit of flaking of the color. But here they are together from the top, and you can see here, this is the perfect size for a tea light candle. It would fit just in there lovely, but how the bottom is also open. So you could fill it with water and use it as a little vase. So lots of applications for this, but great colors, great design on these. Couldn't pass them up, and they did sell for $10. And now on to Thredup. So I do send in items, very specific items to Thredup. Items that are at a certain dollar point mostly, although I do send in a big variety. I do send in some lower priced items. I like the convenience of the fact that Thredup is taking the picture, listing, storing, and mailing out the item, and then all I get is the money for it. And I don't have to do a lot of work, which then allows me to free up time to do other things. So this was a really pretty sweater, M by Magashoni, and this was a new with tag item. It was an extra large. It did have 10 favorites at the time that it was sold, which is really nice. And it sold for $47.99, and I received $13.92. Here is a swimsuit by Rhythm. Really lovely. Black is, so hard to photograph, and so you can't quite get the nice detailing that is on this swimsuit by this photo. It is really hard. You'd really have to, I think, kind of blow it up to really see how pretty this was. And this sold for $66.99, and I received $26.93. And here is a Madewell scarf. This was a nice kind of medium weight scarf. It had 45 likes. It was popular. Madewell is very popular on Thredup. It sold for $47.99, and I received $13.92. And there is a scale, a calculated scale. So if an item sells for $47.99, you will get X percent. And so I've had 2 items now here sell for $47.99, and on both of those I received $13.92. And I do have a whole series kind of showing my journey and everything through selling on Thredup. I do have a playlist on that. Here is Lucky Brand, and this had 38 favorites, size 14. This was very popular, and it sold for $86.99. And I received $40.42. Which is really good. Getting $40 less fees out of Poshmark is good for Lucky Brand jeans. So I think that was a really good sale. This is, Michael by Michael Kors. These had the cute little flaps on the back pockets. I really like that style of jean. These sold for $55.99, and they sold in a goodie box. And so I was able to get my payment a few weeks earlier than I would have if they had been mailed out. And I received $18.82. And then my last sale here, this was also a new with tag item, which they put the tag there on the back photo. And this again was very popular, 29 likes. It's Emily and Finn, and it was this really pretty yellow gingham style skirt, very nice and flowy. This sold for $70.99, but it did sell with a 20% off coupon. And so I received $24.20, which is a little bit less than if it had just sold for $70.99. But that's still a nice amount for this skirt. And so my totals then for the week, my cost of goods, which I annual average at $2.25 per item, was $33.75. My fees were $22.20. My sales were $259.88, and my profit was $210.53. And on my live sale that I do again on Wednesdays at 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific, I sold 34 items. This was a fall themed item, so I had all fall inspired items plus Halloween decorations and a little bit of Thanksgiving thrown in. So that was 34 items. My cost of goods was $76.50 for that, and my sales were $274. So that was a very nice, and I really enjoy the live sales and the people who show up and we interact, get to interact live, and it is a lot of fun. So those are my sales for the week. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions um, or would like to leave any comments, I would appreciate that. Also, appreciate a like on this video on your way out. And if you enjoy this type of content and would like to be notified of other videos like this being when I release them, please consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification button. And thank you, and I will see you next time.